My name is Theresa Sweet, and I'm a named plaintiff in Sweet v. Cardona. On February 28, 2023, the Department of Education started rolling out discharge approval notices that will clear more than $6 billion in student loan debt, held mostly by students who attended for-profit schools. The settlement of the Sweet case is the result of the Department of Education refusing to process a backlog of over 200,000 borrower defense to repayment applications from a federal program that was put in place to bring relief to borrowers who feel they've been defrauded by their school and wound up trapped in predatory loans. For many of the 500,000 people involved in this lawsuit, it will mean that for the first time in their lives, they can begin to accomplish some of the milestones that many people take for granted. They will be able to get married, buy a home, start a family, or go back to school for a legitimate education. For others, it will mean that they can retire. Half of our class and post-class members have reached middle age, if not older, and they can begin to plan for their future. For others, it will mean that they can finally stop worrying about how they will be able to keep a roof over their heads, stop worrying about how they will feed themselves or their families, and they can begin to see a way out of poverty, free at last from the endless burden of this unjust debt. I can hardly explain what it feels like to see people post about the ways in which this victory will change their lives, and we are celebrating every zero balance together. People keep telling me I'm a hero, but I don't really feel like one. I'm just a squeaky wheel that kept on squeaking until an awful lot of dedicated players came together and put up this incredible fight. To the thousands of class members that I've been in touch with over the years, your stories motivated me every single day to stay in the fight. I hope we did you proud, because your encouragement and your trust in me is the biggest honor of my life. We did this together. Throughout this process, I often needed to lean on the connections I made with other activists. Without our shared passion and determination, I don't know if I would have been able to stick it out. It's impossible to put a value on that kind of friendship and support. To the Debt Collective, since the days of the Corinthian 15, you have been organizing and fighting for justice against predatory debt. It's impossible to overstate the importance of the role that you've played in raising awareness about borrower defense. Your organization literally designed the application that I used to apply for borrower defense all the way back in 2015. To the dedicated attorneys and support staff at Housing and Economic Rights Advocates, who knew that when you first encouraged me to lobby in Sacramento that we would end up here. We've come a long way since the day we watched for-profit lobbyists pour out of luxury tour buses in an effort to fight legislation that would protect students from the abusive practices of their industry. After years of having hundreds of attorneys decline to speak with me, despite presenting them with mountains of evidence against my school and the company that owned them, you encouraged me to keep speaking out. You started me on the path that led me here today, and I can't thank you enough for thinking of me when PPSL came calling. Project on Predatory Student Lending. You are the biggest heroes in this story. You not only listened to us, you fought for us. Even today, you continue to fight not just for the Sweet class and post-class, but through additional lawsuits that seek to bring a measure of justice to borrowers who have been victimized by a predatory industry. Your precedent-setting work will change the lives of untold numbers of people, not just the borrowers who you have helped directly, but that of their families and loved ones as well. Your amazing yet spicy legal briefs have been eagerly anticipated and read by thousands of non-attorneys, spawning a cottage industry of hilarious memes that kept our spirits up as we faced inevitable setbacks. You have encouraged many people to speak up, tell their story, and join the fight. Your patience and sense of humor in the face of my endless questions, your encouragement that kept me speaking truth to power, and your genuine belief in our cause has really helped me keep my faith that if regular folks stick together, we can do really big things. So from all of us to all of you at HERA and PPSL, there are not enough thank yous in the world.